We're back at Sunshine City Scare. I'm with one of my favorite people. Always enjoy talking to her, Maria DeVivo. How are you?
I am doing well. How are you?
I am doing wonderful. I'm happy to see you here this weekend.
Awesome to be here. Always love doing conventions, especially horror conventions, you know?
Those are the best.
Oh, yes, absolutely. The community is amazing.
And a horror convention in May is even better.
Oh my gosh, why wait till October? Celebrate all year.
So you have a bunch of books here. Let's talk about books.
Okay, so I write horror and dark fantasy. I write for young adult, I write for new adult, I write for adult. I dabble in all kinds of fantastical things, fantastical worlds. I've got elves at the North Pole, I've got zombies with a twist, I've got witches, and I've got angels and demons.
Elves at the North Pole.
Yes.
Okay, tell me about that one, because that just sounds very interesting.
Okay, so basically when we're little kids, right, we're told that if we're bad, if we're naughty, we're getting coal in our stocking.
Yeah.
But that's all we know. Like, who puts it there? How does it get there? We don't know. So I wrote their story. It's about elves at the North Pole. They're the ones who mine the coal for the naughty kids at Christmas. And it takes Christmas and Krampus and all things dark and scary and kind of blends it all together.
That sounds like a fun book to read. I definitely need that one now, because I think you have a vampire one too, don't you?
No, I have not dabbled in vampires.
Which I don't remember what book I bought from you last year.
I know a book you bought from me last year. You bought The Altered. My zombies with a twist.
That's it, because I love zombies.
Yes. Oh, who doesn't? I mean, come on.
So what got you into wanting to write books?
When I was a little kid, my dad used to read me stories all the time. And then he would read me like newspapers and magazines and the back of cereal boxes and just anything that he could get his hands on. Well, one day we were at my grandma's house and he didn't have anything in front of him and he just made up a story. And I'm sitting on his lap and I'm thinking, whoa, if dad can do that, I want to do that. I want to be a storyteller just like my dad. So that kind of started and sparked me.
That's awesome. So I see something else on your booth that's not a book, where everybody can take home one of these little pops of you. How did that come about?
Okay, so it was kind of like a little fun initiative from my publisher, Four Horsemen. They were like, hey, all of our authors make Funko Pops. And I was actually surprised at how many people wanted me as a Funko Pop. So it was kind of neat, kind of cool. I'm all about it, so it's just like a neat little thing.
If you could add any little additional item to your pop, what would your pop have to carry with it?
Oh my gosh, everybody says, this is the question, everybody's like, well, wait a minute, it doesn't have the tattoos. If I could customize it with the tattoos, I totally would. I've even thought about like getting a Sharpie and like opening it up and like kind of just drawing on them, you know? But I know how people are with their pops, like you don't open. Some people are like, no, they go in glass cases, so I'm not gonna mess with it.
Okay. So for anybody that's wanting to write a book, what are 3 tips you would give somebody wanting to start?
There aren't really 3, there's only one.
Okay, what's the one tip?
The one tip is you have to have a thick skin. You have to be able to take rejection and negativity and not let it get you down. Because if there are going to be people that don't like what you write, there are going to be people that tell you what you write is crap. And if you let that get to you, you're never going to make it. Because you are not going to be everybody's cup of tea, but be somebody's shot of whiskey. You know what I mean? So if you have that thick skin, if you have that armor on you, you could do it. And that's really all. That's the first step. Okay, I got a two.
2 of them now.
2 of them. Write. Don't just say you want to be a writer. Don't just say, oh, I have an idea. If you don't put it on the page, if you don't put it in your notes on your phone, ain't gonna go nowhere. Books ain't gonna write themselves. So if you've got it and you want it, do it.
So what books are you currently reading right now?
Reading?
Yes. Do you read any?
Me? Okay. I hate to admit this, but I'm a really horrible reader. I suck at it, and and I feel so bad because all of my friends are writers. I try, I really do, but honestly, and this is just, I'm working on so many projects right now, writing projects, that like I really don't have time. And I know that's a lame excuse, but it's just kind of how it is at current moment. When I do get to read, I am going to finish Steve Altier's books.
Yes, he has some good books. We just talked to him a little while ago as well. But final question, where can everybody find your books at?
Okay, so I'm everywhere. I'm kind of like all over the place. Amazon, Books A Million, all that stuff. But if you want to like see where my events are and what's going on, where I'm going to be, because I kind of do events like every weekend. I'm kind of hustling like that. You go to www.mariadevivo.com, and it's all there.
All right, thank you. I hope you have a wonderful weekend here.
Thank you so much. It was so good to be here.
We'll be back shortly.